So, boss, it's not often we lose maybe 4 in a row. I thought the lads gave a really good account of themselves. I don't think you fought their commitment tonight, but you can't keep starting as poorly as we have done, and we've given another team a 2-goal start, and it's a lot to overcome. We did it, but we've let it slip.
Yeah, it's a poor start again, and I'm really disappointed with that. I mean, to be fair as well, Tim's made a good save early on. It could have been worse. We've got to get more mentally strong enough to, stop that, prevent that. It's really disappointing, as you said there. Then we get back in the game at 2-2, and I'd say Tim's had a good game, but I think he got the wall completely wrong, and he stood behind the wrong side, and the lads just clipped it in. And I honestly thought at 2-2 was going to go on and win the game, and we showed a lot of character. As the game went on, I'll give us credit. I thought we were the better side by far second half. I thought we were the better side second half Saturday. But again, you can't keep conceding goals. We're conceding too many goals for the players and the quality we've got. It's really disappointing.
It felt maybe certainly late on the Cheshunt game, and then the first half here last week, like maybe the players lacked maybe a bit of belief, maybe. But I think you can throw that out the window when you see the fight back they put in second half tonight. Got back from 2-0 down. Dave's done really well, especially with the second, to get his head on it and drag us level.
Yeah, but why should you lack belief? Just get on with it, lads. You're playing football, aren't you? Just enjoy it. Work all day, come here and play. And I thought Simo was really our best player, because he just he didn't seem any pressure on him, and he just enjoyed it. And yeah, it's disappointment. You're trying to take the pressure off them, but still put a bit of pressure on them in the right ways to get the result and show how important it is. But it's there to be enjoyed. Enjoy it, and you could see we started to enjoy it after we made it 2-1. You got to do that from the start of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously something we certainly can't afford to give Bishop Stortford a 2-0 lead on Saturday. I don't think they've lost since January, I think someone said. So I mean, that's absolutely massive now.
Yeah, it goes away. You've got to start well. If you don't start well, it's hard. This standard of football is good, and if you let teams get in front of you, it's not often you come back. Occasionally you might do it, but not often. Teams finish you off, get behind the ball, and make it difficult for you. That's what they do, and we just say there, we just got to defend. You look at our defensive record. We've tried 2 at the back, 3 at the back, 5 at the back. How many? At the end of the day, they've got to get some clean sheets. Really, I think the team that gets the most clean sheets would most likely win the league.
Yeah, I think it's something Alex Ferguson always said. It's your defence, your forwards that win your games, but your defences that win your leagues. And we did have a really good defensive record earlier in the season, but it seems like almost like every time a team attacks, you're a bit worried that a shot's they're going to get a shot off and score.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's a bit tiredness, to be fair. We've had a lot of games. What's that, 50-odd games now? To be fair to my players, they're good. Sorry, we know they're good lads. You know what I mean? They don't mean to lose games, but we looked a bit lethargic and a bit slow, I think, the last few games, and hopefully we can turn it round. Yeah, it has been a long season for them, but just get on with it.
And you mentioned Simo earlier. I agree with you. I think he was brilliant today. It was almost hard for me to work out what sort of player he was. I thought he was going to sit and protect the back 4, and then second half he was making all sorts of runs and getting involved. He had a good shot. He's at the bar of header. Looked really impressive tonight.
Yeah, I think he's a quality player. He's one of them. Hope they're the sort of players you want to bring to Folkestone eventually. When we sit down and when you talk about getting quality players into Folkestone, that's the sort of quality you want, really.
And young Joe Gabode as well. He come on for a late one.
Yeah, he did all right. It's, be a bit nervous, I suppose. He's first time he's on, but it's had to be a bit like that because of the injuries and we've had. But now we're getting the squad back. We can't keep using that as an excuse.
Cheers, boss. Right, Dave. 2 tonight to get us back from 2-0 down, but ultimately it wasn't to be.
Yeah, it wasn't good enough as a collective. I felt like we just leaked goals a little bit, but that's been the story of the last couple of games, really. We just haven't really been good enough defensively.
Yeah, as I said to Cugs a minute ago, it makes it hard for ourselves to go 1 or 2-0 down. You've got to fight back on your hands, and it means that the teams you're against can obviously sit there and defend a little bit.
Yeah, like you said, we can't be giving teams a 2-goal head start, because it just makes us have to work a little bit harder, which is not really a problem, but it just makes their job easier. Just bank it up, and it's easier for them knowing that they're going to get an onslaught. But we just can't be giving teams 2 goals head starts. It's just not really. It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
obviously, I know how good you boys are. I hope you boys know how good you are, and I think ultimately maybe you lads need to maybe find that bit of belief and that bit of spark to go on and. Well, we've got 5 games left. Go and pick up 15 points and give us a bit of resurgence and get us back in the playoffs.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we can't do anything about the games that we've lost. So we just have to look forward now. Like you said, we've got 15 points up for grabs. We just need to play our heart out. We know that we've got 5 more games to put us back into the playoffs, and that's what we need to do.
Obviously, we were away at Bishop Stortford, but then we've got 2 home games, one in the King Cup and then a league game at home to Crimson Casuals. Important to have a big home crowd behind us and get behind you boys and give you the backing you deserve.
Yeah, like you said, to be honest, it hasn't really been easy for supporters to come and support us, but like I said, these last 5 games are vitally important that we get as many people down to support us, so just push us through the final push.
And you're just going to keep on scoring for us, are you?
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
Cheers, Dave.
Cheers.